decided to compile the list of the head of our Electoral Commission from 1960 to date. And again, I found a ray of hope in the choice of the new INEC chairman, Professor Atairu Jega. While compiling the list, I found out that before Professor Jega, there were 10 other heads of our electoral body in Nigeria. The first being Chief Eyo Eswa from Cross River State, the same state with Governor Donald Duke. Who presided over our election from 1960 to 66. He conducted the first post-independent federal and regional elections in 1964 and 65, which were marred by controversy leading to the 1966 coup. Number 2 on the list, Chief Michael Ani, from 1976 to 79, his electoral process serious, who sideline the best, the brightest, the most competent, and the fittest, who, if they emerge victorious in an election, can steer the ship of state properly. Number 3 on that list is Justice Victor Ovie from Delta State. He was appointed by Shehu Shagari administration in 1983 as chairman of FEDECO. I remember the case filed by late Chief Abraham Adesanya on behalf of the UPN then, and the Supreme Court threw it out on grounds of local standi and called Abraham Adesanya a meddlesome interloper for insisting that things be done right. And then we can go on to Professor Emeawa from Abia State in 1987, who resigned in 1989 on grounds of conflict with IBB. Then Professor Humphrey Onwosu was number 5, 1989 to 1993. He conducted the 1993 election, won by MKO, but annulled by IBB. IBB gave the grounds for annulling that election as electoral malpractices was widespread and so on and so forth. He has now taken a somersault and trying to use that to deceive the nation that he is the only one who had conducted the freest election in the history of Nigeria. You cannot benefit from what you despise. Professor Okon Uya was number 6 on the list. He was a post-annulment chairman of the electoral body, but could not perform before he was removed. Then number 7, Chief Soma Dagogo Jack, head of NECON, National Electoral Commission of Nigeria. The elected officers whose election he presided over were never inaugurated due to the death of Abacha in 1998, and you know the circumstances. The number 8 was Justice Ephraim Akpata from Edo State. During Abubakar's administration, he registered political parties and conducted the election that brought Obasanjo back in his second coming. Number 9 was Abel Badaya, who succeeded Akpata and conducted the election that guaranteed Obasanjo's second term in office in 2003. Then came the worst of all, Professor MAURICE IWU, who presided over the worst election in Nigeria's history. Now, the reason I started with football is that Professor Atairu Jega is wearing jersey number 11. And from all indications, he is determined to conduct a free, fair, and credible elections, and if I may add the word, peaceful election. Let me talk a little bit on jersey number 11. I'll leave the rest of the ground. The chairman had covered principally some of the things that we need, like enabling environment, enabling legislation, ensuring that the Electoral Commission is independent and is not starved of funds, and we will respect whatever the verdicts they bring to us as a freely allowed to conduct election. But certain things hit me when I began to consider that Professor Jega is wearing jersey number 11, since and I just want to bring them to your attention in the hope that Professor Jega himself will one day, he was supposed to be here, but one day listen to this. Now, in Nigeria, we do not have any Paul the Octopus who could predict what will happen in our electoral process, because this is not a game of football. But I think all the progressive in this nation should help the 11th umpire to succeed at this monumental assignment. The number 11 is important in numerology, as it is the first of the master numbers. Being only 1 hour before 12 midnight, the 11th hour means the last possible moment to take care of something, and often implies a situation of urgent danger or emergency. Number 3, Apollo 11 was the first manned spacecraft to land on the moon. We hope the player with jersey number 11 has the greatest opportunity to put Nigeria's name on the moon as far as election is concerned. It was Sir Winston Churchill who said, "History will judge me right because I intend to write it." We want Professor Atairu Jega to know that he's about to write his own history, and we hope he will write accurate things. If he succeeds, and we hope he does, we'll pray that he does, and we'll work with him that he does. If he succeeds, to ensure that electoral success, he will be entitled to gun salute. In America, whether in the Army or the Navy or Air Force or Marine Corps, the number of guns involved in a gun salute is 11. Now, if he fails, we have another 9/11 in our hands. You remember American Airlines flight number 11? That was going from Boston to Los Angeles, but hijacked by terrorists and crashed into the World Trade Center. Our sincere prayer and heartfelt goodwill message to Mr. Jega or Professor Atairu Jega and to all the parties that have been involved in the 2011 is wearing jersey number 11 in 2011. We hope that it will not crash the destiny of too many millions of Nigerians suffering today. Because if we can get our electoral process right, if we can have a free, fair, credible, and peaceful election, if the best, the brightest, the fittest, and the most competent can emerge on the scene, then Nigeria will be out of woods.
Step back in time every Sunday and every Thursday as we upload new political soundbites of prominent Nigerian politicians kept in the archives for close to 20 years, coming to you fresh, unfiltered, and unscripted. Subscribe to keep a date with us.